welcome to Dawn of Man. This is kind of a city builder game that takes you through history, starting with hunter-gatherers settling down for the first time up through the ages. This is a favorite game of mine, and I wanted to play through the tutorial with you guys just to kind of give you a taste. Let's get started. Oh, I'm so happy to be playing this game again. This game was a hyper focus for me for a while. I think I'd playing for an hour or two and then ended up being like 6 hours. It really just sucks me in. Come on, baby, you can load this. There we go. Whoop. Sorry, my mouse was in a bad spot. In the game, you control a band of ancient humans striving for survival. This tutorial explains the basics. You can check the in-game help for more advanced directions. Oop. Dawn of Man uses FPS-style camera controls. Move the camera using the WASD keys. Rotate the camera with the Q and E keys. Zoom with the camera mouse. Yeah, we'll keep the mouse right in the middle. Zoom in. Zoom out. Oh, and it wants you to rotate Q and E. Yeah. Now you can pivot the camera around a point by rotating and panning at the same time. You can check out the more advanced controls in the help section and customize the keys in the settings menu. Your people will need a constant supply of food to stay alive. One of the most predictable sources of food is fish from rivers and lakes. To send people to fish, select a river and then click on the fish button. And then we hit fish. Whoop. In general, you can assign tasks to your people by selecting objects like trees, rivers, animals, structures, then choosing one of the options in the sections panel. Next, you should be gathering some basic construction and crafting materials like sticks and flint. Okay. Gather this. Gather that. Come on, people. Up, and then we are going to speed it up. There we go. Run, my little humans, run. You now know how to assign tasks to your people. This is a good way of micromanaging them. Too much micromanagement is tedious and inefficient. Work areas are a way to give general commands to your settlement that people will perform continuously. You can specify a location, a resource limit, and the max number of people performing the action at one given time. So we want to gather sticks. Where is there a lot of sticks? Let's see. Z and C to change the size. That'll do. And then we need to obtain flint. Oh, wrong button. Okay. Is there more flint? There. We need to get fish. This one doesn't need to be very big. And wild plants. Oop, wrong button again. I am not good at keyboard. You guys should have learned this by now, though. We're gonna make this really big. Yeah. Okay. We can reduce the size a little bit. There we go. Alright, by default, only one person at a time will go to any given work area, but you can increase this if required. Okay, I'm going to make you two. Oh, we want 3 people gathering sticks. Okay. And light speed. Let's go. Well done. Your people will now continuously gather resources until the limit is reached. Note that berries can only be gathered in summer. Other resources in the game can only be gathered in a particular season. Now that you have some raw resources, let's craft some hunting tools with them. The main crafting structure in the Stone Age is the crafter. To build one, select the build option in the main menu and then the production button, then the crafter structure. Crafter. Alrighty, let's... Where can you go? Oh. Right there's good. Complete. Wait for people to build it and... Light speed! Look at him go! You can even get up close and watch him. There we go! We've also acquired some knowledge down there in the corner. Alright, to craft tools, select the crafter, then click a tool recipe. The crafting text will be added to the queue, and one of your people will perform it as soon as they can. Let's craft some wooden spears to hunt animals and some bifaces to butcher them. So we want biface, spear, biface, spear, biface, spear. You don't have to do it like that. I like doing every other so they're continuously making different things. So we always have something on hand. And we have to wait for them to build it. Oh, are you going to build? Okay, let's get right back down here. Look at him go. That animation's hilarious. Oh, I'm really looking forward to when we get to the animal aspect of it. So something that's really cool about this game is kind of as you travel through history, things in the environment, not just in your city, but in the environment, will kind of change as they did throughout history. Oh, we now have all the tools we need to go hunting. And here it is. So for example, during this time, while they're not super common, you're likely to see mammoths. But there will be certain points in history where mammoths no longer exist. You can no longer hunt them. So don't go through this too quick because you get certain achievements for hunting certain things. But animals like, what is it? The woolly rhinoceros. Oh, what are they called? There's a type of bear. There's a type of deer. Eventually, all of those will go extinct and will no longer be an option. And you will actually see less and less of them up until that point. Okay, we are going hunting. Hunting was a tricky business in the Stone Age. Killing a large animal with sticks and stones was no easy feat. Use primal vision to find easy prey, highlighted in green. Avoid large animals and carnivores until you have the right tools and manpower. To hunt an animal, select it, then click on the hunting button. Okay, so tab. Alright, so now we can see a lot of the resources and animals. So for example, over here is a yellow one, an ancient bison. This is yellow, so kind of medium difficulty for what we have right now. Up here we have on a rocks. Eventually you can domesticate these here. Let's see if we can go up close to it. Ooh. Okay, I'll probably know it because I'm in tutorial camp. But eventually you'll be able to domesticate those into cows. But we want something green, something easy. There's plenty of those over here. Ooh, what do we have here? Oh, no. A wild horse. That one's kind of medium difficulty. But we'll probably go for one of these green ones. An ibex, which I think will turn into a goat when you do eventually domesticate it. But we're going to hunt down this guy. Ooh, what's this over here? Reindeer. I'm sorry, Bubby. I don't like it, but it needs to be done. Nope. I am so bad at controls. We're waiting for them to hunt this guy. Oh, nope. We're going to cross the river. Really? Where are we going, buddy? Oh, they hunted it. Once the animal has been hunted, your people will butcher and bring the resources to camp. When hunting in this manner, your people will decide how many of them to send based on the difficulty of prey. And now we are also harvesting, I believe, meat and other resources from it. Sometimes you might want more control over your people's action. You can do this by selecting a few people, then right-clicking on the terrain or target. This way you can move people around or assign one or more individuals to a particular task. This is especially useful for hunting at the beginning of the game, when resources and manpower are limited. We can't see what's going on here. They're hidden by the bushes. Right. Can I find my civilization? Hey, right over here. This is a very large map. I often lose my civilization if I travel really far looking for resources. Select 2 people to hunt an animal. I cannot go into primal. And then, oh, nope. Right click. Alright, you can check out the help in game for more detailed instructions on all the possible ways of controlling your people. One of the resources you obtain from animals is raw skins. They are used to craft clothing and build structures, among other things. However, raw skins cannot be used directly. You will have to dry them first. In order to do this, you need to build skin dryers. Okay. Back to our civilization. Place 2 of them. Okay, great. Oh, and game speed. Let's go. Oh, just a pause. So this is what I was showing earlier, the Iraq. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce it, but eventually you can domesticate these into cows for milk and for meat. Let's watch these guys go. Go! My tiny humans, go! God, this game is so pretty. I love games like this that have a little bit of a history aspect to them. Another favorite game of mine was Black and White 2, which unfortunately, this computer is apparently too advanced to play that game. But that one, you help a civilization of ancient Greeks, and you are their god, and you get to have a creature to do your bidding. Of course, I always go for the woof. Alright, we have to dry 2 skins. Alright, there they go. They're drying. Oh, I can get rid of that rock right there. Oh, we got some ibex. Just wandering through camp. No fear of us humans yet. It's really funny. Man, these are taking a long time to dry. Come on. Oh, that one dried. Always keep a stock of dry skins as they are fundamental in building and crafting material in the early eras. In the game, you earn knowledge points when doing certain actions, hunting new animals, gathering new resources, reaching certain population levels. You can use them to research new techs, which unlock new structures, planets, or mechanics. The food drying tech unlocks the food dryer, which allows you to process raw meat and raw fish into cured meat and dry fish. These last for a lot longer and become stored for the winter in a safe place. Alright, so here's kind of where we can see kind of the ages. And it does go beyond this, I believe, but for the tutorial, this is all they're showing us. But right now we're in Paleolithic, and eventually we'll kind of work our way up. Not gonna lie, I usually go through the domestication line pretty quick. And you'll see these ones have a square. These ones are necessary to move up. So you have everything else in here, but you cannot go to the next age until you have this one specifically. I do believe. Okay, but we want food drying. Oh, there's just a random cow. We want to go to storage. Alright, we need a storage tent. Gonna put that over here. I don't really care where things are going right now. This is just the tutorial. I get very specific with things when I play the actual game. Food dryer. Alright, we just need one. And let's play. Is there just random meat over here? Yes, there's just random raw meat. Alright, let's watch these get built. Alright, we have storage. Alright, and now the food rack. So we have to produce 1 unit of cured meat and dried fish to continue. Oh! And we've already got the fish on here and the meat. Look at that. They took no time filling that right up. I wonder if we'll see a visual change in these like we did with the skins. I'm like watching so closely. I'm not sure I have ever watched this closely to see a visual difference in something. Run, little people, run! I love just watching them run at the bottom of the screen. This is hilarious. Yeah, I'm on speed 8. Look at him go! Alright, we're gonna back up and just watch everybody. Oh my goodness, look at all these critters right here in the back. We apparently found a popular spot to settle down. That's good. Remember to always dry your food and keep it in the storage structure to preserve it for as long as possible. Manually producing every item is tedious and inefficient. You can right-click on a recipe to toggle continuous production. Your people will then keep on producing the item until a research limit is reached. So... enable, enable, enable. You can enable by right-clicking it. Right-click, right-click, right-click. Your people will now continuously produce the tools until the resource limit is reached. Note that some of the recipes are set to continuous production by default. That would be like down here, like the clothes. If everyone is well fed and taken care of, your settlement will reach a high level of welfare and prestige, and more people will want to join it. For new people to join the village, you have to build enough residence buildings to accommodate the new population, otherwise they will not come. So we need to build 2 tents. Add these over here. Nope, out of the way. Start like a little village over here. Alright, let's wait for them to get built. I don't know how I feel about having words. I don't know how I feel about having the tents, the backs to the river. Like, maybe it's good nothing can kind of come up from the river and go right into the tent, but also, like, you have no visualization of what's going on down at the river, where everything's kind of gathering. I don't know. I didn't have to think about these things. I am not an ancient human, thank goodness. I was born at the time where the direction of your house determines how happy your inside plants are. Which mine are not. Oh, we acquired knowledge. You humans will now join your settlement. Note that your settlement can also grow when your people reproduce. This plays a more important role when you reach larger populations, as you have a larger number of births. You now know the basics on how to run a settlement. Note that there are quite a few other mechanics in the game that are not explained here. You can get more information from the loading screen, hints, UI tooltips, or the in-game help menu that explains all of the concepts in the game with a lot more detail. Alright, so that was the tutorial. If you'd like to see like a full-blown gameplay video, one or even a series, please let me know. I would love to have any excuse to play this game. But until next time, guys, make good life choices. Bye.